your chicken expert, and if you're wondering how to have fun with your chicks, I have the thing for you. These are my babies that I usually have fun with. I have some great craft ideas, so you can take them along anywhere. I take mine to the garage sale I work at every weekend. It's mostly a consignment store. I'm only 13, but, I mean, girls gotta, make a living, as well as the chickens help, with the living as well, because I get money for chicks and I actually pet sit as well. The only pets we don't take are tarantulas and any type of bug that's your pet. I'm in Irwin Lake. If you've heard of Big Bear, it's right next to that. Anyway, let's get to how you can have fun with your chicken. If you have a basket on your bike, you can put your chicks in your basket, and I take mine for sometimes 4-mile rides up into the wilderness, or because I live in Big Bear, and if you live in Big Bear, why not enjoy the scenery? And I also go outside and dust bathe with them. I end up getting completely filthy, but what they do is they sit down. They sit like this. Let me show you. You take this and they sit basically like that, and they fluff their feathers basically they just fluff their feathers, and then sometimes they roll on their side. You'll also see them wiping their beaks on the floor, and that's pretty funny to watch. You could also take your chicken for a walk. That's a really good thing, because you know why? I had a rooster that was really aggressive once. I took him in a basket around the block, and I talked to him and said, "I know you're afraid of me. I know you're trying to protect your hens. I understand you. I'm afraid too, and it's very understandable because they're tiny little roosters, and compared to them, we're giants." And so after that, me and him had a very good understanding. If you hold them every day, that's also some fun you can do with them. It'll also cause it so that way they will not peck at you when you're an adult. They will not see you as a threat. These guys, I also take these guys outside just to peck around in the dirt, trying to find bugs. That's pretty fun. I do all sorts of things with my chickens. I even bring them to this consignment store I go to. I go to a consignment store and work there. I work for free, but when they grow up, I'm going to have a chick and egg business. So I'm going to sell baby chicks and also eggs. And I also do pet sitting, which brings in some money for those people that like to pamper their pets, just like us. We accept all animals except for tarantulas and millipedes, and I don't mind the millipedes as much, so they're actually allowed. But I mean, scorpions, not going to happen. We're the only place that doesn't take arachnids, and yes, the scorpion is in the arachnid family. If you don't know what arachnids means, it means spider, basically. I have arachnophobia, so that cures that problem. Anyway, another way to have fun with your chicks is basically, I play tag with mine. These guys right here are the only ones I could play tag with because they've imprinted on me. They actually will follow me wherever I go, and so they always end up winning because they tag me, and then I go after them. It's quite fun when a chicken's imprinted on you. And only if the chicken thinks you're his mother, you could play tag with it. Because don't try playing tag with it if they're an adult chicken or anything. They have to be the size of a finch. Basically, these guys are the size of a finch. If you've ever seen those little birds that you put the food in that sock and they peck on that, that's the type of bird I'm talking about. Only baby chicks are a little more plump than them, but they're the same size. And anyway, I do many things with my chicks. For Pete's sakes, when I'm taking a bath in the bathtub, they're right outside the bathtub, and they just sit there and wait for me to be done. I even take baths with chickens. I'm a chicken nut, basically. I have an obsession with chickens, but then again, I do have OCD, obsession compulsive disorder. Doesn't mean I'm a bad person, but it's just a great hobby, and I get obsessive. What obsession compulsive disorder means, it's not contagious, but what it means is basically that I will find little things and then I will obsess over them. And not always necessarily in a bad way. I mean, many of them are bad ways, like when I pick my ears. On my defense, that actually is, your ears have little sensitive hairs in them, if you've ever felt them. And nowadays I use a Q-tip for it, so, I mean, and so basically, I mean, your ears have sensitive hairs in them that basically are like really sensitive, and so when you touch those hairs in a certain way, it'll actually put you to sleep because it's so relaxing. Anyway, back to the chicks. On having fun with your chicks, basically, it's really fun because, I mean, nothing like having chicks think you're their mama so they follow you everywhere. I can't let them follow me right now because I have a dog in the room, but I could videotape that if I put the dog in the room. Anyway, that's how you have fun with your chicks. Bye.